Good day! Welcome to Cool Discussions on Bears. It's Chris. It's Monday. It's our favorite day of the week. Everybody, it's our favorite day of the week. It's time for headlines. Hey, it's my favorite day of the week. Headlines.
Not this week. I just came back from vacation. This is my first full week of work.
You started back on Monday? I thought you started back on Wednesday.
I did, but it
this coming
full
week?
week.
Oh, yeah,
It was only 3 days.
Yeah.
This week is a full 5 days. It's like, it took everything to get through 3 days. Add 2 more to that.
So headlines, guys. I'm going to start off with the Colonel Sanders. Everybody, I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently his secret recipe has been leaked.
No, not
onto
even,
the internet.
Not even leaked. It was told by the son or grandson.
It was the nephew. It was actually
nephew.
it was the nephew of somebody in the KFC. I'm gonna have to try it to see if it tastes good. They probably won't taste as good because they probably have like some special fat at the restaurants there that they cook their stuff in. But it's this huge deal. Everybody's making a big deal of it. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't eat a lot of KFC, so
not as much as I used to.
You know, it's good, but it's KFC.
For that matter, KFC has actually come out with, for a limited time it was a KFC scented sunscreen.
Oh, yeah, that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Hey, it can smell like baked chicken.
KFC chicken, no less.
That's weird.
It is weird.
That's totally weird.
Totally.
Go check it out online, guys. You can find it anywhere.
So in Australia, cops are looking for 2 or 3 suspects that let a few alligators or crocodiles into a local school. They're actually seen on the CCTV cameras, and they're letting little crocodile, just little ones, not like big ones, into a school, and it's just like,
why do people do that? I don't understand. It's so
why
weird.
do kids do anything that the things they do, right? You know, they think it's funny, and it's kind of amusing. It could be kind of amusing.
But I guess when we look at back stuff, it's stuff we did, and we're going, that was stupid. But it was funny.
Yeah. Exactly. So, we're not exactly ones to talk about something like that.
So the guy who played Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings movies, I don't know his name.
Ian Kellen?
He was asked, I guess he's an ordained minister, and he can officiate weddings, he can marry you. He was offered $1.5 million by somebody who's very rich, very, very rich, to officiate his wedding, and he turned it down. He said no. I don't know why, but whatever.
Well, you didn't hear why?
No, I didn't.
Because they asked him to do it as Gandalf.
Oh, yeah. That's a big part.
Yeah, that is a big part. That's why he turned it down, because it's like,
he turned it down.
I will officiate for your wedding, but I'm not going to do it as Gandalf.
Yeah. I thought I said that part.
No, you said
my bad.
Gandalf was offered 1.5.
My bad.
No, that's okay.
That's what I meant. The guy was offered to do it as Gandalf.
Yes.
And he turned it down because he didn't want to do it as Gandalf.
So we had a rib fest, a rib festival here in Calgary, downtown.
Ribs.
Yes, ribs. So what's going on? And PETA, who likes to protest things like this, showed up. A nude model with barbecue sauce in the appropriate areas showed up to protest, meat is murder, you're eating flesh, blah, blah, blah. Here's the twist. Security took her away because, she didn't have a protest permit, but that's not the important part. The important part was PETA is being accused of being sexist because they're using female models to protest.
Oh, PETA, just leave me alone. If I want to eat a burger or a rib, just let me eat a rib.
Oh! Hey, you know what?
Just let me eat a rib.
It's easy for PETA to fix. They just have
Use
a
men.
man and a woman show up.
Yeah. But why do we always have to make things like that? You know what I mean? Why do we always have to turn things? They're making a protest. Would they if they just threw a male model in there? Would they be sexist?
Yeah.
Well, it would be. But would they be called out on it? I don't think they would be as much as they are because it's a woman.
Okay, but here's the thing. This is the first time I've heard PETA called out on this. And every time you see PETA on YouTube or TV, it's always female models. Pamela Anderson, she did some commercials, Furs Murder, basically wearing just enough to
because sex sells here, people.
Yeah, exactly.
Sex sells.
It's the sex sells.
The male body, the male body isn't the greatest thing to look at. You know, unless you're like some chiseled fucking. You know, a female body is great to look at.
From my experience, a female body can be appreciated by both sexes.
Yes.
Whereas a male body
don't
necessarily appreciated by both sexes.
Men don't necessarily look at men and go, "Hey, he's a good-looking dude." Women can look at women and go, "Oh, she's a good-looking girl."
Yep.
Because if you're a man and you say that, you're looked at weird for some reason. I can appreciate a good-looking dude. I don't care. Like I don't look at muscular dudes and go, "You're attractive." I go, "No thanks." If I was, if I was a gay man or a female, I would not be attracted to the muscle man. I'd be attracted to the average, just looking Joe.
Yeah.
Guys, here's a feel-good, warm-your-heart story about a restaurateur in Lethbridge, Alberta, just a couple hours south of us. I guess he owns a fish and chip shop called Whitby's Fish and Chips. His business was dwindling. His business was doing not so great for a little while, and I guess he had a customer come in, and he made a post on Facebook saying, "Hey, this is a great place. You guys should go here." And he went from like 0 customers to 500 within a day.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a little bit of heartwarming story. So guys, just remember, if you find a little, because I guess his he didn't have the best location.
Yeah.
So if you guys, like, I'm always looking for good restaurants. If you guys see a good restaurant that's not necessarily on the map, put it on the map. Put it out there on Facebook. Share it. I thought it was cool. I heard about it on the news, and it's here on.
Hey, as long as he has good food, right?
Well, the other day people were saying his food is good. How can you go wrong with fish and chips? It's fucking deep fried. Deep fry almost anything, and it's good.
Almost. True, you can't really screw up deep fried food, but you know what? Don't mention a place just because it's there.
Yeah.
Mention a place because it actually.
Well, obviously it has to be good, yeah.
Right.
But I'm not saying just go out there and be like, "Hey, there's this crappy place, go eat it." No, obviously if it's good, eat it. Don't just don't whore yourself out to restaurants.
No, unless you're getting paid really.
Well, yeah. Unless you're getting the dineros, then for sure.
So in Ontario, a teen phoned 911 complaining to police that she was forced to take a vacation with her parents.
I heard about this one.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Just
okay. You know what should happen to this person? You know what should happen to this person and their family? And I blame the parents just as much as I blame the damn kid. This person should be charged any fee that was associated with that telephone call.
yes.
Any fee. So if it was $200, you have to pay us $200.
Yep.
Parents, it should be made up to the parents, the kid. I don't give a crap, because what do you do when you're a parent? You should teach your kid about 911. Mm-hmm. My kid is 6. I tell him about 911. We tell him, if mom or dad are home by themselves and something happens, who do you call? You call 911. What is our address? Because 911 is for emergencies only.
Yep.
What happens if that? What? Really? That kid should be slapped. I'm serious. Like I'm not. Like, I don't think you should abuse your kid, but fucking somebody.
Slapping
No,
a
actually,
child is not
Don't
abuse.
slap your kid. Give him a paddle on the butt is okay in my books. Maybe you should paddle the parents too. Maybe somebody should give, because
coddling kids, it's horrible. We're raising a pansy generation.
We are.
That has
who thinks
such
it's
a
okay.
high sense of entitlement.
This isn't the first time you've heard somebody calling 911 for a outrageous reason. People calling 911 because their chicken nuggets aren't ready or something. It's like, what? Where are we getting the idea? Where are people getting this idea
That you can phone
911? I never prank called 911. I never called 911 when I was a kid unless somebody was in trouble. You know what I mean? That's it.
Like I've heard of a buddy I hang out with, his son accidentally pocket dialed 911. Right? And apparently it's a fairly common thing that happens, pocket dialing 911. Police, unfortunately, have to investigate every single incident.
If you call 911, they have to send the police, though.
They have to. It's not. It's non-negotiable. They have to go there. What was really funny is the police officer showed up, and the father answers the door, and it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like, we got a 911 call from here. Is everything okay? And he's like, yeah. I was like, can I see your son, please? And so his son comes out, and it's like, he asks, it's like, are you alright? It's like, yeah, I'm fine. Must have pocket out. My apologies. And the son, and then the cop's like, when the cops are like, okay, I see everything's here. Pocket dials happen. We know this, but we have to investigate every one of them. Now, if you want to punish your child, I'm leaving now. And he closed the door, and the son's like, the dad's like, don't worry, you're not in trouble, but don't ever do it again.
Lock your telephone. Like that's an accident. That's an accident. But if my kid called 911 and complained about, I would.
He would have something to complain about after.
Yes. Yes. The famous saying is, "Oh, I'm going to call 911 and report you for child abuse." Yeah. By the time you get here to the phone, you'll have something to complain about. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to go to my room now. That's what happened to us when we were kids.
Oh, did we even threaten to phone 911? We didn't
No.
know. We didn't know we had an avenue for help.
No.
It's like, we can phone somebody?
Yeah.
And they can help us?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We didn't know that.
Or they'd hand you the phone. Here you go.
Russell Peters. He does a
You're gonna get hurt real bad.
Wonderful skit about
Yeah.
that. You should check it out on YouTube. It's funny as hell.
It is.
And it's true.
But you can't
So
do that now
true.
because I find myself doing this. If my kid's acting out in public, like I don't want to be overly aggressive towards my child because I don't know if somebody's gonna fucking call the cops on me.
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm not gonna beat my kid. Okay,
No.
I'm not gonna beat my kid, but I want to be able to give him a hey. But I'm worried that if I give him a hey too loud,
Somebody's going to...
or if I grab him and I go stop doing that, somebody's going to be like, hey, you're abusing your child, and I'm going to be forced to punch the fucker in the face to mind his own damn business, and then I'm going to go to jail for assault. And then my kids are going to get taken away because I discipline them.
Yeah. I'm laughing. It's true. It's way too much. It's too commonplace nowadays.
It's too common for people to stick their nose in your business. It's too commonplace for people. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't comment on other people's kids because I don't know what they're doing and how they raise their kids.
Honestly, if a child shows up and they're covered, if they're black and blue or they have bruises, there's a possibility for sticking your nose in there. But if the child's complaining, it's like, oh, my parents abused me. It's like, well...
What do they do? Well, I got spanked twice last week. That's not abuse.
No, it's not. It's like, I'm sorry. We grew up in a generation where we could drink from a hose and we turned out just fine.
Yeah.
We had
I could go to the park by myself and stay out till the lights turned on, and I didn't get kidnapped. You know what I mean?
I was never solicited. Like,
Never.
hey, kid, you want to have some candy?
Because I was taught, don't talk to strangers. Don't get into weird-looking cars. Don't get into cars with strangers. Whatever happened to that? Don't get into cars with strangers.
One of the things they taught us, too, was, it's like, wait, if I can't pick you up and I have to send somebody you don't know,
secret word.
Here's the secret word.
Yeah. Yeah. If somebody you don't know has
never
to
ask
them the secret word. Yeah, never. I don't
never had to
recall.
use it.
Yeah.
Never had those problems. Because... Also, when we were growing up, we kind of knew who the neighbors were.
Granted, I do, because I have young children. I'm protective of them. I don't feel safe.
I'm worried. Yeah.
I don't feel safe letting my kid go to the park. I don't, because I don't trust people nowadays. I don't. I'm very.
Not old enough.
No, he's not old enough. I know. I still wonder what age are you to go somewhere by yourself.
It depends on how far the park is.
You know what I mean? And it's like, well, we have a park in our neighborhood, right?
Yeah,
but he's too young now. I wouldn't let him go. But I'll let him walk 100 feet in front of me. If we're going to school, I'll be like, go ahead of me. I can watch you. You know what I mean?
I can see you. We're good.
So I don't. We just need to stop raising pansies. I think there's a fine line. You need to be hard, but still nurturing, and there's a fine line.
Unfortunately,
you need to be both.
There is.
And right now we're getting too far away from. We're getting too far on the nurture side.
Yeah.
A little rant on parenting.
Yeah, that's what we're full of. So a father was brutally beaten after confronting.
Was this an Airdrie?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
The where isn't always as important as
Yeah.
the what's happening. So he was brutally beaten after confronting some 14 boys, men, idiots, after they were harassing his daughter and friend. And he confronted them, and then he turned away and he got smacked in the head with a baseball bat. He lost conscious, and I guess they beat on him for a while after, and cracked jaw, 32 stitches.
That's
on the
horrible.
head.
Like, I don't understand. I noticed the change in mentality. The mentality is group mentality now.
Hmm?
When and it changed when I was in school. Like when back when, like our parents' age, it was, from what I understand, maybe it wasn't, but it was if you had a problem with somebody. And I have the mentality: if you have a problem with somebody and you need to fight, I don't fight. I hate fighting because I probably couldn't fight my way out of a paper bag. But if you have a problem with somebody and you confront somebody, it's just you and that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's, well, if you confront me and I have 40 friends with me, it's you against 40 friends. It's you against 40 people, and it's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, well, and I would never want to fight somebody because I never know what you're carrying. Do you have a baseball bat, a knife, a gun? You know what I mean? And it's like, again, it comes back to parenting. Why do these 14-year-olds think it's right to hit somebody with a baseball bat?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get this? And I think it goes back, this is way off of topic, but it goes to the I think right now society focuses on, like, both parents have to go to work. Mm-hmm. Now, they're not there to raise their children. Whereas back even in our generation, I never was put in daycare. I never was put in a day home. I was never put in other people's care unless it was because my parents wanted to get away from us. Then the babysitter came over, watched us for a little while, and then at 10 or something like that, we could watch ourselves or something like that. I don't know what age we were, but so I think that helps. That's putting the problem of, again, back to the other headline of calling 911. These kids aren't being parented right. Beating someone with a baseball bat, you're not being parented right. Like,
it's like, what kind of children are you raising?
Yeah.
That would beat somebody up with a baseball bat?
Yeah. Okay. Are you seeing it on TV? Okay. My 6-year-old. Okay. I let him watch. I watched WWE. I like wrestling. I watch WWE, but I tell my kid, "Hey, dude, this is fake. We wrestle." And I show him how it's fake, how they're doing it. Well, I don't know how they're doing it, but I'm not.
In some cases,
I don't hit my kid. I don't go bam. I give him a fake wrestling punch. Ugh. You know what I mean? And it's like I show him on television. I don't hide him from what's on the TV or what's on the internet. I monitor, and if you find something inappropriate or see something inappropriate, I explain to him. Dude, this is fake.
Right.
This is fake.
Yeah, right now, my kids are self-censoring. It's like, when it comes to sex, they become really awkward and don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, my kid, he's 6 and he should be awkward, but
and right now, I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal if that's how you guys feel. But other than that, pretty much anything is a go.
Yeah.
It's just the sex they kind of feel awkward with. And it's like, okay, I understand. You're watching... Yeah.
They don't want to be watching sex around their parents.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's a child thing. And
I'm 35 and I would still feel weird if I was in something sexual scene came, I'd be like...
With my mom?
Yeah. I'd be like, this is weird.
With our mom?
I'd be like, this is weird.
It's like, fast forward.
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
Imagine watching Game of Thrones with our mom. Oh my goodness.
See,
that would be so weird. I'd be like...
No.
Some lesbians start going on. I'd be like, ooh, okay. Don't get turned on. Don't get turned on. Like...
what was really awkward was the ex-wife's parents were watching a movie and it was about pedophiles. Yep.
Great.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Talk about awkward.
Awkward! I don't know, raise your kids right, people. But I can't. If you weren't raised right yourself, I don't know. I guess you're a lost cause, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Try to do better.
I don't know. We were raised good.
I think so.
We obviously had issues in our family, but we turned out right. I think because we're pretty intelligent guys, and we figured it out on our own too. In a way, we
had guidance because it's like, I don't want to be like that.
But we also surrounded ourselves. Well, I did with friends who were older than me and were mentors to me, so to speak. and who I could go to, because you're not. I think it's important for young people to befriend an older person because they're not gonna. My kid's not gonna come to me with girl problems.
No, he's always going to go to the uncle.
So he wants to go to the uncle, or he wants to go to that older friend for advice. And I think it's okay to have that in their life, because they're going to give, that person is going to give the same advice you would, but they're going to listen to that person more than they're going to listen to you, because you're the parent, and your parents know nothing when you're that age. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Be more involved in your kids' lives. Don't put work as such a big priority. You know what I mean? When you're home,
and this is where. I think a stay-at-home parent is vital, because you have that sense of connection that you have a sense of disconnect, because both parents come home from work, they got to get dinner ready, they got to get ready for the next day, they got to get you guys ready, and it's rush.
It's always rush. And it's
it's just like if you have a parent home, you come home, and it's like, hi, you have somebody there that you can talk to off by themselves, instead of having both parents in a rush. When both parents are steamrolling forward, you can't talk to them.
You got your kids in 50 different sports, and it's like, slow down a little bit, guys. We just gotta slow down as a society. Like, I don't have my kid doesn't like sports. I've asked him, do you want to go play soccer? Do you want to go do? No. Every Saturday we go play Pokemon Go. He loves doing that, and he likes computers. He's on the computer. He's playing on the computer. He does homework at night. Even in the summertime, this whole summer, he's done he's going into grade 1. He's done a grade 1 book to make sure he's keeping up and getting ahead. You know what I mean? But when he's in school, I'm not gonna pressure him to do homework. I'm gonna be like, hey, dude, you gotta do homework. I don't know. Do they give homework in grade 1? They better not.
I don't think so.
They better not, because I don't agree with homework. That could be another topic. Anyways. We're just ranting about parenting here.
Yeah, we are.
Couple good headlines about parenting.
Yeah. Well, when you throw those things in there, it kind of makes you think. We'll just throw these in for last, and then we'll call headline today. So the first transgender candidate in the Calgary civic election is going to be involved.
I don't even think that should come up. I don't even think that should be like a... I don't know. I'm indifferent about that kind of stuff, I guess.
You're right. It's more a matter of, like, why do we need to make a big deal on it? It shouldn't be, because, so what? Just let it run.
Yeah.
But, anyways. And, I mentioned the Pride Parade last week. They're screening politicians before they get in. Well, Notley made it in.
I was going to say, is it Notley in
Yeah, she made it into the Pride Parade, and I guess, then she made it? But
they're just doing it to make themselves look good. It's just all self-pandering and stuff like that.
I've never understood why they need a Pride Parade. If they want a day of celebration, okay, but I'm
okay with them having a parade. I don't care, but don't disrupt
I've never
traffic.
understood,
don't
but I
traffic.
don't say don't.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. And then people automatically...
Exactly, yeah, you're like, I don't get it. Why do they need to... Yeah, it's like, why do they need to shut down the roads to... Well, because they're oppressed. Oh, okay. Alright, I don't see it, maybe because I'm ignorant, and maybe because I'm blind,
Or maybe because you're white.
Because I look at it and I go, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I don't care who you marry. I don't care who you love. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you alone as long as you leave me alone.
Yeah.
It comes back to the whole, okay, if you have a pride parade, unfortunately, this is where the controversy, for me, if you have a pride parade, a Muslim parade, I like trains parade, you have to let the white supremacists have a parade too. Because if you don't, if you say this is racist, for them to have a parade and then be proud of who they are, then you are being a hypocrite because you want a parade for yourself. You know what I mean? Because in order for you to be free and to have your free thinking, you need to let them think that too, even though it is very, it's wrong. It's idiotic thinking, I think.
No.
But unfortunately, that's my mentality. You have to take there's the bad and there's the good. You know what I mean? Like, there's the, hey, I'm celebrating my sexuality. I'm celebrating my openness. I'm celebrating my open mind. I'm, celebrating my religion. And I'm celebrating my hate. Okay, that's fucked up. But if you sit there and say you can't do that, they're doing the same to you. They're saying you can't do that. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, and playing devil's advocate, you can easily say that being a white supremacist is like you're proud of your culture, you're proud of your heritage, or they made white people have made one of the best empires.
That's where
you could easily make it all about hate.
Well, exactly,
and be a skinhead basically.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the difference is
the point behind it. Is
we understand
racist.
that is that these white supremacists want to harm. Like, I have no problem if you think that way. It's when you harm somebody else. That's my problem. That's when the line is crossed. But that's it. We could talk about that longer, and we probably will. Probably have. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We are going to be talking about this week. We're going to be talking about the interwebs.
Yes,
because the interwebs turned
25
years old this past week. We're going to be talking about what are they called? The
hijabs.
The headwear.
Yeah,
or whatever it is.
The RCMP has allowed hijabs as part of the RCMP uniform, and I have something to say about.
And we may have one or two little tidbits for you.
Yeah.
So check out our channel on the YouTube.
So
check it out on the YouTube, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Peace.
You don't have peace with a gun.
Peace.